Okay guys, so as you know, if you follow my vlogs, that is, you may not, a couple of weeks ago I went to London and filmed everything, and then I posted the vlog, or I've just posted the vlog this week. And if you were following it, I had this little master plan of how I'm going to get an introduction to a VC company called Crew Capital and Harry Stebbings. Anyway, I kind of failed on most parts, but the vlog's going out live today, and I'm going to actually tag Harry and everyone in it to see what level of interaction this basically gets us. And I don't know, maybe they might just suddenly message me and be like, okay, let's chat. Anyway, so this is the message that I'm saying. Like, this is what I won't read it all out because you can go get it. But the opening line, which I think is quite a cool hook, is Harry Stebbings doesn't know this, but I've been calculating this master plan to get an intro to him. Here's how it unfolded. And then I basically go into describing like exactly everything that happened. And so if you don't know, this was the plan. I'll read this little part out, which I think is cool, which was attend an EU tech leader summit dinner hosted by Crew Capital, who have close ties with Harry, gain an introduction to Crew and Dylan Ryder, who's the partner there, plus get them to introduce me to Harry, who is also attending the same AI summit the following day after this dinner. I kind of bottled that. I didn't really ask them in the end. I just felt too awkward. So that's my bad. I failed with this, but started a relationship with Crew, which I did. Next step was to go to the AI summit and try and introduce myself cold. Sadly, I only saw him on stage and missed being able to chat with him. So I didn't do it, but the AI summit was very good because we saw, CEOs with Lovable, Uber, and a load of others, Figma, and everyone was there. But we're going to see what level of reaction this basically gets us, and all think forms part of this whole plan of this whole launch that we're doing around social intelligence. And the thing is, when you're building a social intelligence company, you've got to be transparent, you've got to live on social, you've got to go for it. And so why not?
And it kind of started off with your application was like, how am I going to join these bits?
Hey guys, so if you follow me, you'll see that I go to the beach a lot. I do a lot of swimming. I think that I've taken you to the gym with me as well. I might have done that on an old episode. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm basically training for an Ironman is the attempted goal. We've got some smaller triathlons sprinkled in the middle. Anyway, I have been neglecting the bike part of the training for a long time. I just haven't been on the bike for the last 6 months. I've just been mainly doing running and swimming. I just dug out the bike. Okay, this is the bike that we have. And as you can see, we're completely shot. The chain is completely shot. So what I'm going to have to do, because I need to start getting out on the bike to get some training in, is I'm going to have to order a new bike chain, replace all of that, and basically change it all. I've never done that before, so that's going to be an interesting one. But let me know. I don't know, with these vlogs, whether I'm just strictly work orientated or if I should sprinkle in some other stuff, like my side quests on triathlons. I know I was giving you an update on my veg patch at the start of this vlog series. Anyway, what do you want? Do you want content like that? Or do you want content like building trigger file? Or maybe a splash of both? And that's what I'm thinking, a bit of a splash of both. So it's one of those things when you run a small team, you're trying to do so many things at once, right? And it's only inevitable that you're going to start to let things lack. So 6 months ago, I used to be incredibly fixated on product analytics, activation rates, usage, just generally how are people using product. And over the past maybe 2 months, I've switched my focus and I've been way more sales, way more ironically CS focused, but not from that analytical level, and way more marketing focused. And I've let that side slip. And what I've realized over the past 2 weeks is our activation rates have actually deteriorated quite substantially. We've done some product updates to the trials and everything like that has actually caused the activation rates to plummet, which is really interesting for a whole level of different magnitude of reasons, and we needed to make them, but you lose sight. You're trying to do so many things and you spin so many plates that ultimately what happens is things just fall short, right? And that's fine. That's natural because we're a team of 5 and these things will happen. We can't be everywhere. Anyway, so what I've been trying to do over the past couple of weeks is create a data pipeline system that will effectively alert me when things start to drop off so that I can then put my focus back to that. Now, it's not good. You'd way rather be proactive than reactive, but at least I'm getting alerted, and that's the key, because then we can fix things. And so one of the ones was I noticed that it sounds really basic, but our onboarding emails, so when a user signs up, sucked. And so what I've basically done is I took my last 50 calls that I've done with, and this is the good thing is, I've been spending the last 3 months spending a lot more time with clients, listening to them. I use a call recording system called Fireflies, and all of these meetings has been recorded and transcribed. I've then created, or I've not personally created it, but Fireflies has created an MCP server, which basically then allows an agent to effectively interact with all of this data, which is sick. And because it can interact with this agent, essentially, or with the data, I should say, I then be able to ask it questions like, what is the most frequently asked questions? What do people actually care about? What are the pain points? What are the issues? And that's allowed me to create an unbelievably good onboarding email experience and hit people with stuff that actually matters rather than just making stuff up. So I'm going to head back to the house, and I'm going to dive into this in a little bit more detail on exactly how I've done it, how I've used Claude, how I've used the actual email system. I've actually incorporated Clay into this as well, and I'm going to break that down for you. But it's something to think about, isn't it? It's like, if you're trying to keep streamlined, do you have a system to alert you if things are dropping off? Are you being proactive or reactive? And then how quickly can you respond to these things? And that's a lesson learned for me on this one. By the way, before I go back, I just thought I would get a bit more filming done. It's just like, look how isolated I am and where I live. It's like, it's crazily in the sticks, and it's unbelievable to think that I thought I could live in New York. No wonder I hated it. Like, look at this. Literally, as far as the eye can see, just fields, forests, and the sea is over there. That's the sea, about 10 minutes that way. That's why I go surfing in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to send you up in the sky, and I'm going to show you some aerial shots right now. So up we go.